Hello again, everyone. I came back on because I wanted to make you aware of some news that I just learned. I had this had slipped by me, and I wanted to get it out there that apparently the DoD, the Department of Defense, has authorized the U.S. military to be able to assist local law enforcement in the United States upon request up to and including using lethal force on American citizens. I'm going to go a little bit more into that. Also, I have three must-have preps that I'm going to show you. And of course, I have a passage I'm going to share. I'm not going to do a video. It's rare that I do a video without sharing a passage. And this one relates directly to preparing, so you don't want to miss this one, okay? But I just learned this. Now, some of you guys were saying in the comments of my last video were referring to this, and then I did a little more digging. And apparently this was passed, this was put into place on September the 27th. Now think about the timing of this. Right before an election, right? DOD, Department of Defense, Directive 5240.1, DOD intelligence and intelligence-related activities and defense intelligence component assistance to law enforcement agencies and other civil authorities. Again, this was put in place September the 27th by the Secretary of Defense. Apparently allows the U.S. military troops to use up to well, it says first it says military troops to be used to assist state and local law enforcement upon request with actions up to and including lethal force. Written right in there. Now, the DOD government is preparing. It was right before an election. Hello, ding, ding, ding. Yes. Well, if they're preparing, so should we. Why not? They're apparently gearing up, which tells me that they're expecting massive unrest. I think they're kind of hoping for it, to tell you the truth. It feels that way. At least it seems that way. It's not unreasonable to make that assumption. I mean, just look at the actions. It is unreal. It's wild. Now, it doesn't totally shock me, but we're in uncharted territory, you know? What country is this? What country is this? Y'all can assist local law enforcement in putting you down. Now, you have to ask yourself, as far as where you live, what state you're in, your state law enforcement, think about that. Even more importantly, your county, your city, what are they like? What is your local law enforcement? How is your sheriff? Do you know the sheriff? Do you at least know something about them? What is their ideology? What is their, do you have a clue at least? Now, where I live, the sheriff that we currently have, I wouldn't worry about so much about this. That sheriff, I trust. I have a good measure of trust. Now, that sheriff is outgoing. We have a new one. We're getting a new one. I don't know so much about that one. I don't know. So we'll see. But this, and I've talked about this in the past, how important your local authorities are, especially the sheriff. It's a very powerful person in your county. Now, the way this is worded, it says upon request. I don't trust that either. Uh, and in Georgia, you know, uh, I have more faith in the county I'm in than the state authorities, if you know what I mean. But basically, this allows the military to possibly, I'm not saying they're going to for sure, but this lays it out there that they authorize them to use up to and including lethal force on us, on you, if needed, if needed. So again, this just screams that they're preparing for having to do this. Again, they're preparing. So should you. Which means that, if you haven't already, we need to really think about it. And I'm not saying we got to go out there and look for trouble. No, I do not advocate that. I advocate peace on this channel. Peaceful. You can protest peacefully and still get the point across. Now, you should also prepare for self-defense. You know what I mean here. Be prepared. Take the steps. Take the steps to practice. Take the steps to stock up. You know what I mean? Stock up. And boy, we better. Better do more of it. If you thought you had more, if you thought you had enough, get more. I got more this past weekend. I need to get more. More and more. Okay? Red alarm bells are flashing all over the dog brain right now. Okay? Big time. Big time. Wow. I don't know. Am I making too much of this? I don't think so. That's pretty big. This is big, y'all. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts on this. What do you think? I don't know. We're in for quite a ride. Better hold on tight. We may have a white knuckle next month or so and beyond a little bit, All right, 3 must-have preps. All right. I mentioned in the last one a manual can opener. Definitely. Definitely. Manual can opener. This, as Mrs. Dawg reminded me, this is all we use. We have another one too. But this is all we don't even own a electric can opener. Now I've seen those, seen them in the past, had them when I was growing up, all that kind of stuff. They're kind of cool. They're quick. But this works too. And it's cheaper, and you don't need electricity to operate it. You just need human power to operate this little dude. All right. So get an extra couple of them. Very nice. It might be handy. Might be handy. All right. Let's see. I gotta be careful with this next one. Oil lamp. Oil lamps, y'all. I think we picked this one up at a antique store. But this one, if you can see, has a handle on it. Even better. We were looking for one with a cool handle. I can almost get 2 of my big fingers in that handle. But oil lamps are awesome. We have used them during power outages. They're great. With a handle like this, you can just carry it around like they did in the olden days. And get plenty of oil. Get plenty of that. We got a bunch. All right. It's nice. This is a nice one. I gotta be careful that I don't break that thing. I'd be in trouble. Be in trouble. All right. Also, liquid IV. This stuff will practically resurrect you. I use this primarily in the summer, spring, yard work, outdoor work. Anytime you're sweating, you're losing fluids, and this is just a good way to get rehydrated pretty quickly. There's little pouches. They have these little pouches. You just put that in a glass of water, bottled water, whatever. You pop it in there, put it in your water, stir it really good, kind of like you did Kool-Aid when we were kids. Stir it up, and then down that thing. The cherry, to me, they have different flavors. This is golden cherry. It's pretty good. Mrs. Dawg doesn't really like these too much. She said it tastes like the prep the prep stuff that you use before you're getting a certain procedure. It's not that bad. I mean, to me, it's not that bad. But the golden cherry, pretty good. They also make some other like raspberry and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it's not Kool-Aid by any means, but uh, it works. It works. That's the main thing. All right. I think that's all I had as far as prep items. Okay, passage. Passage that directly relates to preparing. Proverbs, you've probably heard this one before, but it's a good reminder. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man sees danger and takes refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it. Yep. Prudent see danger and take refuge. You take action. And then also skip down one to verse 5, and it says, in the paths of the wicked lie thorns and snares, but he who guards his soul stays far from them. But he who guards his soul stays far from them. Amen. That makes so much sense. Proverbs is a good one for that, and just good lessons too. But I wanted to share those two with you as well. But y'all, this DOD thing, I mean, that's big. I don't know how else. I'm out of words at the moment on this, but I'm sure you guys will fill in the comments with some of your thoughts. But again, we need to keep preparing. We're right slap in the middle of October. Early voting has already started. It's in swing, and we're in for a ride. We are in for a ride. Let's hold on. Let's just keep preparing so we can mitigate it best we can. All right, and we'll keep an eye on all this stuff. All right, thanks for watching. Let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I will see you soon.